Contraband TV. Man, what that shit do, Contraband? Man, y'all already see y'all already see the post. Man, I'm laughing because me and my cousin, shout out to my cousin K-Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? Over there at TMI. Y'all go follow him too, man. TMI, and go follow the TMI with TMI interviews also. Man, we having a little music debate, man. That's under my eye. We have a little music debate, man. That's I feel like Tupac and the West Coast artists. Y'all see a little short I put up. Y'all go commenting on that thing, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me what y'all think. But look, man, we gonna get right into this video though. You know what I'm saying? So this part 2 on how to do time with a lifer. And the second time me and my lifer celly had a little incident. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, by this time, bro, I was already damn near at the end of a nigga bed. You know what I'm saying? I already been in there like 5, damn near 6 months. You know, I had turned Muslim and shit. And that's a whole, I'm gonna get to that story too later on down the line. But yeah, nigga, I turned Muslim and shit. And my celly was cool, bro. I ain't, you know, get no type of, you know, vibes from a nigga, nothing like that. Like, that one incident, nigga said he heard voices, so I told him, hey, you better keep them voices up off. Boy, you better keep them voices up off, or there's gonna be some problems in this motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, bro, he was cool, like, and he had his own shit too, though. Like, that's another thing about it too. Like, it's hard finding a celly that ain't begging, ain't down bad all the time, ain't, as my nigga Charlie Global say, bowl watching every time you make a spread. But celly that actually got something, and you can go in on the spread with, and you can chop it up with, and you know what I'm saying? Y'all telling war stories and shit like that. Like, that shit, you know what I'm saying? Them cellies like that hard to come by, bro, for real. Like, cause a lot of niggas be so in their feelings when they, you know what I'm saying, when they hit prison and shit. And a lot of niggas, especially if you got something, they don't got something. Oh yeah, niggas be in their feelings and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this time that next time me and him got into it, I'm coming from Juma. You know what I'm saying? So it's a Friday. I'm coming from Juma. Had a cool little service at Juma. You know, I got my kufi on and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when I get inside the Sally port, you know what I'm saying? I had them. I'm waiting by the gate, by the cheeseburger gate that I was telling y'all that by my wing and shit to open it. And you know how you walk in the room and everybody talking about you, and then everybody, well, you know, you walk in the room and everybody get quiet, like everybody was talking about you, like you was the topic of the conversation, and you just walked up on some shit. That's how it was, you know what I'm saying? So at this time they opened the gate, the guard opened the gate. At this time it's a little short OG dude there that was from the Bay. I can't remember where he was from in the Bay. I don't know if he was from Oakland, Sacramento, Hunters Point, Vallejo. I just know he was from the Bay. You know what I'm saying? He kind of I ain't gonna do my boy like that though. I was gonna say he kind of reminded you of like Messy Marv type shit, but he was an older dude and he was a lifer too. He had life too, you feel me? And he was an older dude. And I fucked with him, bro. Everybody fucked with OG. OG was hella cool and shit. You know, he used to give out game and shit. But hey, when he was on the phone, he used to go hard on the bitch, on his bitch. You feel me? But you know, he was one of them cool OGs and shit. So he come up to me first. He like, twin, man, let me holler at you, man. Let me holler at you, man. I'm like, what's up, OG? He like, man, you know, when you in prison, bro. You know, what the fuck? He like, man, you know, when you in prison, you know, is you have to, you know, it's all type of walks of life up in here. And sometimes you can't just judge a man right off the first thing you see. You know what I'm saying? And if you know a person, you got to, you know what I'm saying, take that into consideration, the time that they got and you know what they going through in life, and especially for us lifers, man, it's hard for us lifers up in here. So as he talking, I'm thinking to myself, man, what the fuck is he talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And he like, man, I'm just, you know, he like, you about to go for pro, right? I was like, yeah, I'm about to go for pro and shit next month. Like, he like, all right, he like, look, man, it's a lot of people here that wanted this shit like a soap opera. Youngster, I'm telling you, this shit like a soap opera. This shit like Days of Our Lives up in here. You know what I'm saying? There's some people ain't got nothing better to do just to live off another people's misery. Another person's misery. And they just want to see something. And it's TV for them. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm like, man, OG, what is you talking about? I just get right to the point, bro. Cause I told him, I'm like, OG, what is you talking about? Cause I'm the type of person, bro, don't spin me for a loop. Give it to me straight, bro. Give it to me straight and direct. Man, OG, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, he like, man, I said that to say, you know your celly, man. You and your celly, y'all got a cool little program, and I see how y'all do y'all program and shit, man. Cause OG, he was he next door? I think he was 2 doors down from me. If there was a door in the middle, and then it was OG room, you feel me? If I remember correctly, it was a door in the middle, then it was OG room. So he was right there by us, you feel me? He like, man, I just see how y'all run y'all program and shit, man. And you know, I mean, he's like, you know, I've been doing a lot of time with your celly, you know, from other prisons and shit. And you know, he a cool cat. You know, like I said though, it's just, you know, when you got life, man, it's just you know, a lot of shit be fucking with you and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, so what that mean? Like, he like, man, look here, youngster. I said that to say, your celly got a tranny in your room right now. I said, what? He said, yeah, man. He said, but, you know, it's a lot of niggas out here speculating. I mean, they ain't got no flap up or nothing like that. A flap meaning like they ain't got nothing blocking the door type shit. Like, he like, they ain't got no flap up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, dude just came in from Casa Grande, and your celly was coming back from pill call or some shit like that. Yeah, I think my celly was coming back from pill call. Your celly seen them and they went in the room. I'm like, hell nah. So I'm thinking in my head like, nah. This nigga got a tranny in the room? Cause this nigga gay? Nah. Fuck what OG talking about. All that shit OG talking about went out the motherfucking window. Nigga, what? He like, yeah, man, like, you know, he like, just take that in consideration, you know, when you go up in there, you know. He's like, man, you know, I know y'all youngsters, y'all ain't really, you know, done a lot of prison time like that, so, you know, I'm just gonna give you some advice, man. I would hate to see something, you know, happen over this situation. So I asked him, bro, I'm like, okay, OG, so how I'm supposed to handle the situation then? Because, nigga, I'm ready to go flip the fuck out. Like, nigga, what? Like, nigga, I don't care about what you do or what you know what I'm saying, who you do, but don't do it in this room. Nah, if you like that because you got life and all that, and that's cool, like, you feel me? But you go take that shit somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? And then don't ever think you finna bring that shit up in here. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking like, oh man, nigga, I'm gonna have to try and find another room. He gonna have to find another room. Somebody going to the hole, somebody going to the infirmary. Bro, it's all type of thoughts racing in my head right now. Cause I'm like, this nigga got a tranny in the room? What? I'm like, man, what the fuck going on, bro? So OG, he can tell that shit just that shit hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, man. Man. What the fuck, bro? So I'm like, all right, OG, like, he like, yeah, youngster, just don't flip out. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my head, like, what the fuck? Because when I asked him, like, so how I'm supposed to handle it, he was like, y'all cool, so just figure out what's going on. Like, he like, I know him from other prisons, he ain't never been like this before. So, You know what I'm saying? Just ask him, just chop it up with your celly and see what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like before you just assume something, see what's going on. He's like, it's just cause these youngsters up in here, man. These youngsters talking and all that. You know what I'm saying? And while we talking is, young niggas is coming up who I fuck with and shit on the tier and shit. And they like, twin. And I'm like, hold on, my nigga. Like, I'm talking OG right now, my nigga. He like, yeah, these niggas just want to see something, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I told you, niggas been talking about this shit since it happened. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just want to see something, bro. Like, he like, so I'm just letting you know, like, I'm like, all right, man. So, man, fuck what them other niggas talking about. Only nigga I talked to was the homie, my nigga K2 from Harlem 30s in LA, though. My nigga K2, he came up, he stood right there while me and OG was chopping it up, you feel me? Then he hopped in and put his little 2 cents in, and he was like, yeah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I know what you thinking, my nigga. He's like, but truthfully, he was like, cause it don't seem like it's that type of party, my nigga. And it's like, cause if it was, they would have a flap up and all that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's like, don't seem like it's that type of party. So, just go holler at your celly. You feel me? When you get up in there, just go holler at your celly. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, this nigga got the motherfucking tranny in the room. Oh, cuz, like, what the fuck going on? So, when I get to the door, I knock on the door. I don't even knock on the door. No, I don't knock on the door, you feel me? I knock, but I open at the same time. You know, you doing a tap, tap, boom, open it, boom. And they sitting on the bed, you feel me? Now, when I walk in, they sitting on the bed, and they talking, and they smoking also. You know what I'm saying? They got some weed, look like they got a little joint, and they smoking. Now, when they sitting on the bed, this is a big thing in prison. A lot of niggas, a lot of prisoners, a lot of people don't like for you to sit on their bed. That's a sign of disrespect. Nigga, and that's a sign of also, bro, this is my sheet up on here and all that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause our beds gotta stay made up. And then high desert too, though. But in southern desert, high desert mats is thicker than southern desert mats. I give them that. In southern desert, the mats is thin, bro. I'm talking about they thin as wind. That boy, they thin like olive oil, boy. They thin in the motherfucker. So when I walk in, I'm peeping out the whole scene. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that my celly has his bed folded up, and he's sitting on his bed. The tranny dude is sitting on the metal part of the bunk. That's a big sign, because if he wasn't sitting on the metal part and he was just sitting on the bed, then that's a sign that, to me, that's a sign that, hey, you got a tranny sitting on your bed. You got a tranny in your room and sitting on your bed, nigga. That's a sign. You feel me? So when I come in, I know they got some. I'm like, oh damn, they got the window open though, so it's going out the window a little bit. And it was a towel right there up under the door and shit. Feel me? He like, come on, Sally, come in. You know? He like, put the towel back up under the door. So I put the towel up under the door. I come in and shit. And I'm like, what's up, Sally? He like, what's up? He like, hey, Sally. He like, man, let me introduce you to. He was like, man, this is like my little nephew right here, man. He was like, man, this is one of my partner's nephews, I think he said. Yeah. He like, this is one of my partner's nephew or little brother or something like that. He's like, yeah, man, I known this boy. He was like, I've known this boy right here since he was like, shit, like 8, 9 years old. Like, it's like, man, it's crazy, man. He just came from Casa Grande and he had some weed and he was smoking and me and him was catching up. I'm like, okay. So I go take my kufi off, you know what I'm saying? Put it on my shelf and shit, you feel me? I gotta walk past him, you feel me? I walk past him, put my shit on my shelf, and I stood over there by the toilet, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I was like, hey, homie, let me holler at my celly real quick. He was like, yeah, man, I'm hiding him. And the old boy was like, all right. And the celly was like, yeah, I'm hiding the motherfucker anyway, man. He was like, man, it was good catching up with you, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, you know where I'm at, man. You know, you come back and holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, boy was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, I will. He was like, and I'm gonna tell somebody, some female. He's like, I'm gonna tell, I think he said his mama or some shit like that. He's like, I'm gonna tell I seen you up, and he's like, I'm gonna tell Whoop I seen you up in here too. You know what I'm saying? He said female, and then he's like, yeah, you do like give her, see if I could call her too, see if I get her number, and see if I call her. Man, I ain't talked to her in a minute, man. I ain't seen her in a minute. He was like, all right. And he left up out of there, and when he left, I'm sitting there looking at my celly like, and he get to, he excited, like, he like, yeah, man, I ain't seen him in a minute, and he caught my face, the look on my face, and he like, what's wrong, celly? I'm like, nah, celly, man, let me holler at you, bro. I sit on the toilet, and I'm like, celly, let me holler at you, bro. I'm like, I'm not in your business, bro, and I'm not saying that, you don't know him from the streets or whatever, but I just need to make for sure, for my own reasons and for my own safeties, that that's all that's going on. That it ain't no funny business going on. You ain't, I noticed you've been kind of depressed lately. You know what I'm saying? And I know you get these little depressions, these little spurts of depression. I know you heard voices, so I hope the voices ain't telling you something, and you know what I'm saying? Like, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going off on the dark side on me up over here. This nigga was like, man, celly. And he started dying, like, he started laughing. He like, man, celly, man, what the fuck you talking about, man? I'm like, man, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? I know you a lifer, you been down a minute, and I heard up and, out inside the prison that, they get lifers a pass on type of shit like that. And I just want to make sure, bro, that, me and you on the same page, and that's really your homeboy nephew. You really known him since you was about this high. Cause I'm like, how it look? He like, man. He's like, youngster. He was like, man, yeah, I understand, celly, how it look. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but you ain't gotta worry about that with me. He's like, I don't give a fuck how long I've been down. He's like, I ain't fucking with no boys. He's like, I ain't fucking with no boys. He's like, I ain't gotta worry about that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, man, that's really, you know what I'm saying, my homeboy nephew, man, known that boy since he was about 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? He's like, ain't nothing like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm just saying, celly, because, you cool, celly, man. I hate to have to put you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? For real, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, yeah, I feel it, man. Like, I won't know, you know what I'm saying? No, celly, that was into boys also. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I hope I ain't got to worry about you with the motherfucker now that he in here. I'm like, what? Never. Like, I'm just saying, man. He's like, now that boy up in here, he's like, pay attention to all your homeboys. He's like, boy, you'd be surprised. Like, I'm like, that's why I'm getting at you, nigga. Like, nigga, that's why I'm getting at you, nigga. I don't want no surprises, bro. Celly, like, you know what I'm saying? You cool and all, but, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We talk about it, we laugh about it and shit. He like, nah, man. And I was like, I let him know too. I was like, bro, just for my own conscience, bro. It's like, I don't want dude up in here. I'm like, y'all want to chop it up and all that, bro, go to his room. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I just don't even want, you know what I'm saying, him up in here. He's like, I respect that, celly. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? For sure, I respect that. You feel me? Yeah, he like, yeah, I'm, you know what I'm saying, he was like, yeah, my bad, yo, I just was reading. My cousin came back comment on my YouTube, on my short, you feel me? Yeah, so he was just like, you know what I'm saying, we laughed about it and all that. And he like, yeah, man, that ain't even my stilo type shit, like, and I'm like, all right, good to know, like, cause boy, like, man, that's type of shit right there. You ain't a stigma you don't want. You know what I'm saying? You won't, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, we was cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. He respected it. Didn't have old boy up in the room no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh boy wasn't even in there that long. He was from Casa Grande. Like, he wasn't even in there that long. Dude was there for about a week. You know what I'm saying? Then he left. You feel me? So, yeah, man. That's just some of the shit that, you know, when you got a life for celly that, you know what I'm saying, you may have to deal with. Thank God that I didn't have to deal with that one. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have to, that he wasn't really, you know what I'm saying, no funny money like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't really trying to get them boys though, like, you feel me? But yeah, man. Contraband TV, man, I'm out this bitch. Like, comment, and subscribe.